After working all day and I come up here, I am very, very proud of my room. I love my game room. I think it's one of the most awesome things in the world to come up here, relax, chill out, watch some TV. Like tonight, I'm watching some football. I'll sit over here, I'll play some video games, and I just relax. And I think it's one of the greatest things that you should have in your life. Just have a space where you can just enjoy yourself and just relax and get away from it all. And sometimes I sit here and I look at all these consoles that I have, and I be like, you know what? I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of games, and some of the stuff I don't need. And I contemplate, believe it or not, I actually contemplate on getting rid of some of this stuff from time to time. But when I get to that point, when I actually say, you know what, it's going to be done, I just can't pull myself to do it. And it's not a thing that I'm going back and forth with. It's just that I have my moments and I'm like, you know what? This may be a little bit too much, even though I don't think it is. Maybe it's me doubting myself. And I was like, you know what? I can get rid of that Sega Genesis. Or I can get rid of the Super Nintendo. Or I can get rid of, I can just play the stuff on my PC. I'll be fine. But I I can't get rid of this stuff, and I pretty much came to the realization, like, probably, like, a year or so ago, that I would never stop playing these consoles. No matter how much I love playing my PC, how much I love playing all of these other stuff, I don't think I will ever get rid of none of it, and, like, right now, I am up to, I would say, maybe, if I count the duplicate consoles, I got probably about 31, 32 consoles, and, all of them are not necessarily hooked up, but they are on display in various parts of this room, and I just enjoy playing them. I love playing each and every one of these from time to time. I do believe that there is some charm to putting in a cartridge and playing that game, let's say on the NES, or if I play it on the Super Nintendo, or if I play my Sega Saturn, or I mean, I just did a video not too long ago with the setup I have my Dreamcast. And that setup, I love it. I mean, I don't I mean it's right over here, and I won't never, you know, uh take it down. The way I have it set up, I love playing my Dreamcast games on there. And this is not a knock on PC or anything where, I can easily emulate this stuff. And I highly recommend emulation if you're just getting into retro gaming, because it's just that expensive. But I feel that for me, I came into this with these consoles. I came into the game buying these consoles when I was a young teenager. My very first job, I think, could have been like one of my first paychecks when I didn't have any responsibilities, was buying a Sega Dreamcast. I remember buying that like on the first day that it released, 99.99, and every console before then. At least I know the N64, which I have this one right here. This N64 is basically the one that was at my house growing up. Now, I don't necessarily think it was mine because I never asked for it in N64. I think it was more my mom's or whatever. Because by then I was just, I was basically just playing Super Nintendo. I was good. And I don't remember asking for this, but I do remember it just, it just showed up to the house. And I think, my mom was a big fan of Ocarina of Time. So she played a lot of that, and once I left or moving out, she didn't want to use it no more, so she basically gave it to me. So that's how I got the N64. And every other console before then, I just got them as a child. As I was the Nintendo kid, and I played all the Nintendo consoles growing up. So that's where I came into that. So it's just like I came into this with these a lot of these things are my childhood possessions, and I don't think I will give those up or stop playing them, unless if they, just stop working. And I don't know if I'll be buying a second, let's say another console if one of these break. But I just don't see myself going away from them and emulating these on a PlayStation or playing them on another device or whatever the case may be. Did I say play on the PlayStation? Play on the PC, and or just playing them on a different device where you can emulate these things. Like right now, you can get a Xbox Series S or X. You can get either one and emulate pretty much all this great stuff. Like right here, I still have my PS2 right here. I still love playing this stuff, and it's just for me, I it's just something about it that I just continue to enjoy, and and it's nothing like it. I mean, just to be honest, I mean, just putting a console together and hooking it up. And, like behind me right here, playing it on my CRT or whatever, I absolutely enjoy playing, on these on these devices the way they're intended to be played. And I just don't see myself getting rid of them now. I will say this before I get out of here. Um, I do absolutely love playing on PC. Some of these games, the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 games, if you can get those games on your PC, those games run and look, 1,000 times better on PC. I like for instance, I was just recently playing no, this right here. I was recently playing because it's one of my favorite games. I was playing Dirt on the Xbox 360. Now I have my 360 right here, and I love playing, rally games. So Dirt on the 360, just the way to go. You get achievements, all this other stuff. Great, great, great. Now the game has been delisted on PC, but someone sent me the files for Dirt. I mean, they had it on their PC, and I was just talking one day. It's like, nah, I'll just send you the game. Whatever, it's cool. So he just copied and pasted, sent me the files, and I started playing Dirt on the PC, and I was like, whoa, this game is just 1,000 times better on there. So they do have pros and cons to it. It's just for me, I can see myself every now and then just going back to play this just to get the achievements. Now this game runs like crap on the Xbox 360. There's no doubt about that. But I feel like playing this and just getting the achievements and going through the whole motions and playing it is pretty cool. But there's no doubt the PC version is absolutely amazing. I'm playing like a Mortal Kombat 9 on the PC, even though they don't have Kratos on there because the PS3 version has Kratos. The game is beautiful on the PC. Now, I will always play the PS3 version because I do love playing with Kratos, and that's just going to be a thing. So there's like pros and cons to all of this. Like some stuff on consoles, they have some console exclusive stuff on certain games that aren't on PC. So I mean it's a give and take. But there's no doubt, like the best way to play any of these games, to be honest, the best way to play is on PC. I mean, there's no other way around that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, oh man, console for life, but I just love keeping these options open. I will always play these consoles. These consoles are just a thing that I will forever, enjoy playing. I mean, like I said, it's just these are devices that I had, some of them ever since childhood. Some of these devices I bought since, when it was released day one. I bought an original Xbox day one, which is right here. You can't. It's right behind my PS5. I remember getting the PS3 day one. I remember sitting out there in front of Best Buy, and they only had like six of them, and I was number four in line, and I was able to get it. The fat one, and that one doesn't work anymore, but I had to get another one, and it is what it is. I remember buying, like Dreamcast 99.99. So a lot of these consoles, once I got a job, I bought these things day one, outside of, so that's just how it's been. So no matter, how much I love my PC, I do, and I will always play. I just love the options. I just can't keep everything in one area to where I just play everything on PC and don't worry about all the other stuff, even though the other stuff is inferior. Now, I will say this: if you are a PC gamer, I highly recommend, just having another device to play games on. You just never know. Your PC may go down, something crazy may happen. Your PC may have its issues because PC is not perfect, so PC may have some problems or whatever the case may be. Always have a secondary device to play games on because you just never know. I mean, trust me, if it was me, I would probably have, let's say, my PC and my PS5, or I have a PC and my Dreamcast, or PC on my original Xbox. I always have a supplement if I, just didn't have, if I had to choose. So I just feel like at the end of the day, man, it's not necessarily saying like who's right, who's wrong, or who's gonna play what, or when, or where, or how you gonna play it. It's just all about preferences, and I feel like I love playing on my PC. I love playing games on it, but I can never get rid of any of these consoles. I just can't. It's just a thing for me where I love playing on those devices. They're great. I enjoy them, and I just enjoy gaming. Period. I pretty much play on anything. That's just how it is. But I am going to I'm going to test this out because I saw this last night. But I'm gonna get out of here. I want to look into playing some of this Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PS3. I mean, I got it for like $8 at the store not too long ago. I beat the original Xbox version, and I want to try this one out and play it and get some achievement. I think trophies are in this one. I know they're in the second one, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to play it anyway. And I heard this game runs at 60 frames per second, so that's a plus. I mean, I played the original Xbox version, that one and black, and it was just great. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have the same thought process or whatever? You guys let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna get up out of here. You guys take it easy and y'all be blessed. Peace.